are back at Vandenberg Air Force Base because the fine men and women of the United States Air Force are allowing us to use their pristine 15,000-foot-long runway to stage world's greatest drag race And to celebrate, I've brought along this Lamborghini Huracán Performante, a car so powerful it can do the quarter mile in less than 11 seconds and has a top speed of well over 200 miles an hour. I want to show you another vehicle. It's going to take it about 16, 17 seconds to do the quarter mile, but its VMAX is a lot higher. Luke,
how you doing?
Alan, thanks for having us. And you know, I thought I was going to impress you by bringing a honest-to-goodness Italian supercar with crazy technology like this active aerodynamic system, but obviously you've got me beat. What is that?
So behind you is the Delta IV Heavy rocket. It's built by United Launch Alliance. They're one of our launch service providers, and we work together here at Vandenberg Air Force Base with our mission partners to get their satellites into space.
So how quick is this thing?
So this thing is looking about Mach 10. It'll cover the entire runway in about a second, and might be a little bit faster than this guy right here.
Yeah. What about like G-force? So in other words, like this car can pull 1.1 Gs, maybe a little bit more. An F1 car, 4.5, 5 Gs.
So the Delta IV Heavy, we're looking at close to 6 or 7 Gs.
All right, but let's talk power. This guy, 631 horsepower, and we got a Corvette down there, 755 horsepower.
Well, Johnny, we got you beat. This is 2.2 million pounds of thrust at liftoff.
So that's about 90 billion horsepower?
Yeah, that's close.
Hey, we see rockets every day. Can we check out a drag race?
Yeah. While we won't be hitting Mach 10, this is shaping up to be the quickest world's greatest drag race ever. This year's impressive lineup includes the Honda Civic Type R, the Ford Mustang GT Performance Pack 2, Audi TT RS, Aston Martin Vantage, Chevrolet Corvette ZR1, Porsche GT2 RS, McLaren 720S, Lamborghini Huracán Performante, BMW M5, Alfa Romeo Stelvio Quadrifoglio. Dodge Challenger RT Scat Pack 1320, Kia Stinger GT. Since we have our first ever SUV in World's Greatest Drag Race, who better to drive it than Dirt Every Day's Fred Williams? Bonus, we made Fred work on a weekend and he hates drag racing.
So this is what we're doing. We line up all these supercars. Like there's Lieberman. Say hi, Lieberman. There's Jethro Tull. He's driving a McLaren.
Okay, so my first ever World's Greatest Drag Race. 12 cars. They put me in what I think is the best one, the McLaren.
So what I do is I put this thing in race mode. I put it in drive. And then I wait for the director guy to count down.
All right.
Begin launch sequence.
Go.
T-minus 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go.
Come on! but world's greatest drag race. And I won it.
It pains me to say that Jethro won, so I won't. The McLaren 720S did all the winning. Good job, Woking. The Lambo just gets the jump on the Mac off the line, but by 60 miles an hour, the McLaren is ahead. 2.55 seconds versus 2.58. The Porsche is still in the mix too, just a single hundredth behind the Perf. At 100 miles per hour, it sneaks ahead. The Porsche needs just 5.5 seconds to reach the ton, 3/10 ahead of the Lambo. The McLaren is quicker though, 5.3 seconds to 100, and it never lets up. The 600 horsepower BMW M5 was only 3/10 off the 755 horsepower ZR1. Aston Martin used its teeth skin to avoid a major embarrassment. The Vantage just edged the Italian SUV by a solitary 1/10 of a second. Next up, it's the Audi TT RS. Solid launch control and a rapid shifting dual clutch transmission proved to be too much for drag radials and a 6.4 liter Hemi. The 1320 is a cool car, but needs a ton of dialing in to hit its true potential. Even so, the Challenger won the pony car matchup. The Kia Stinger finished an honorable 11th place. Finally, we have the lone front driver, the Honda Civic Type R. Remember, the winning McLaren has way over twice the horsepower of the little Honda. But the winner, that McLaren, Jethro said it's a rocket ship, and while our Air Force friends might not agree, it's a pretty apt description. Thus concludes World's Greatest Drag Race 8. Well done, England. McLaren is the victor. 10.1 seconds in the quarter mile. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Whoa. Johnny,
Yes.
hold on a second. We can't go home yet. We've got 15,000 feet of runway.
Yeah, this was built in the 70s to land the space shuttle.
Exactly. So let's have a bigger, longer race. I say, let's double it.
Like a half mile?
Sounds good.
Well, if we're gonna do that, I think we gotta get rid of the 1320, since obviously it's built for the quarter, and bring in the 797 horsepower Hellcat Red Eye.
Okay, and if we're gonna do that, I propose we lose the high wing Corvette, all that drag, bring in the slippery low wing for top speed.
So that leaves us with 5 production cars that can run the quarter mile in 10 seconds.
I'm gonna stick in the McLaren. You staying in the Porsche?
No, I'm gonna switch to the Lambo because we have our good friend, special guest, and Porsche lover, Randy Popes, who's driving the GT2 RS.
Thanks, guys. I finally get to do the world's greatest drag race, and it's a long one.
I'm excited.
Yeah, but let's stop again.
Okay.
Because we're in the land of the free.
Home of the brave.
Yeah, we need a car that like bursts our eardrums, gives us cancer. We need a proper drag car.
Hey, Finn!
Wow. Love it.
Hi, Mike.
Wow, that is wild.
How you doing?
Doing good, man. How you doing?
Good to see you.
So we got 700 horsepower. What you got in this thing?
I got 900 at the tire.
Whoa, that's like 1,200 horsepower.
On the wrong tires, yes. Yes.
What does it do in the quarter?
The quarter, it'll go 930s, 940s.
And the half?
I have no idea.
There's only one way to find out. Yes, my friends, World's Greatest Drag Race 8 is going bigger. Not only are we doing a half mile, but we've replaced the 1320 with the 797 horsepower Hellcat Red Eye. And the 6 cars we're running now average 797 horsepower. Okay, so most of that is Finnegan's 1200 horsepower blasphemy, but the average is still 797. I love it. We're giving the ZR1 a do-over by swapping out the high wing car for the slipperier, low drag, low wing configuration. Let's not forget that Red Eye, the cheapest car here, but the most powerful car in the lineup that's not likely to explode. Sorry, Finn, but I've watched 7 seasons of Roadkill. Pray for him and whoever he chooses to line up next to. Actually, scratch that, we decided to line Blasphemy up as far away from the other cars as possible. Better safe than covered in burning gear oil, right?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.